looking gorgeous, darling. So we are now live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly share it. Just make sure we're live. You crap me up.
We share it.
Just share it. We are live. So let me just turn that volume down, and then I'm going to share it into my group and share it on my personal profile. So we are good to go, baby. Go. We are getting you visible, Melissa. That's what we are doing. So, hello everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I am Sam Evans. I'm a self-belief and self-sabotage specialist. And what I have been doing this week is I have had the pleasure and honor to interview clients that I've had the most honorable ability to be able to coach and work through. See, when it comes to working on yourself, I say it all the time, it's 80% mindset, 20% strategy, because we can all do all the inner work, but the only way that we're going to achieve the results that we want is if we put the energy into the work that we want to achieve. Now, most of us, when we start working for ourselves, we do struggle to believe that anything is possible. Sometimes what we do is we tend to still take action, but we still lack the belief that we can achieve. So when I met my gorgeous friend Melissa, honestly, her journey has been transformational. Like the things you tell me that's happened has just been insane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be asking her some questions, and she's going to thrive, as she always does. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let you introduce yourself, Melissa. So, Melissa, who are you? Where are you from?
Oh, don't do that to me. You're awful.
So, do you want to speak about what you do?
I have been in network marketing up until I've not really been active for quite a while. I was with a previous company until my main company I was with until January when I joined another company. And one thing and another didn't really get going with that company as expected. I'm trying to be diplomatic.
Just say what you can.
So yeah, that was my sort of primary reason for starting working with Sam. Well, a good part of it. I mean, part of it was really just the personal work that I thought I could do with Sam, really, sort of more so than business. But I think I'm a massive believer that if you're feeling right on the inside, then anything on the outside is just going to come all the more natural. And just from a genuine place, rather than trying to force things out that aren't there. I hope I'm making sense. I feel like I'm blagging my own head because I've got these headphones in. Does that sound all right?
I can hear you. So just quickly, what was your main reason for wanting to work on yourself? Because obviously every client has a different journey, every client has a different purpose. But what was your main journey for going, do you know what? I really have got to work on myself.
I just felt that no matter really whatever I've done in my whole life, I've always been somebody that's been prone to anxiety, been prone to depression, and just really sort of up and down moods. I've been diagnosed as being ADHD in my adult life, which there is probably definitely traits in there, but a lot of my problems in life, I think, were really stemming from more internal core issues that have never been dealt with. And I've had CBT therapy in the past. I've done Reiki. I think sometimes we can look for so many places to try and get those answers that we're wanting, and we can buy into so many courses. And ultimately, it's all right buying the course. I think it's a bit like, for me, going to B&Q. I'm ace at going to B&Q and buying paint. I'm a frigging master at buying paint. There's end of the day, nobody's going to get that paint out and stick it on your wall. You've got to do it yourself, unless obviously you're going to, I'm turning into a bit of a shit metaphor there, but you can only do it. So if you think you can, buy into a course and it's going to wave a magic wand, it's not. You have to commit to wanting a change. And I just saw something new, Sam, that I just knew I could not. I had to just grab you, really, and I'm so pleased that I did. But I needed you in my life, and I was absolutely right.
So when we was working together, because the thing is that most of us, we do it's that going from that transition of knowing what it is that you need and then kind of being pulled back, because your mind did try to pull you back a lot, didn't it, into the comfort zone?
A lot, yes. My mind was a bit of a nightmare to iron out all those creases. But obviously, it was back in February I first contacted you, wasn't it? And then obviously, we've had a lot of ups and downs since then. Obviously, I think even at that point, I wasn't really expecting, the pandemic to really do everything what it did. Really, that was not expected for me at that time. It wasn't that long into working with you when I found out that my dad was poorly. And I think at that point, like really, at that point, I knew that you were presented to me at the point that you were in my life, because I just can't imagine. I can't imagine of going through everything that I've been through and got to the other side, like in the state that I am, had I not met you. So I can only thank you.
Oh, baby, honestly, I'm so proud of you, because I know how challenging it was to go from the old mindset into the new mindset because of all the tests. Because we get tested. So how do you now feel when you get tested and challenged now? Because I know it's been a bit of a difference in your household, hasn't it?
It's been a massive difference. I just feel like, I don't know, like my whole life really has changed, and it's changing continuously all the time. And I don't know, I think you change your inside, and just everything else on the outside will change, and it won't necessarily change overnight in a perfect way. And some of the people around you might not be as thankful to Sam at times, because they'll be like, "You've changed." I'll be like, "Yeah, I have."
But it's all for the great good. It's all for the good. It's because you want
It is all for the good. It is all for the good, yeah. And I would say that most people have adapted to the new Melissa before then. But yeah, there's definitely teething troubles along the way. But even down to my kids, everything in my house is just so much more settled and easy. And yeah, I just feel like for once in my life I'm living today and not living
yesterday.
Miles in the past. I'm not worrying about everything in the future. Like, there's such a magic about being able to just be where you are and be happy with that and appreciate what you've got. Like,
And you really are. The thing
I
is, you can
really am. Like, there's been honestly, like, some of the things I've been through this year, I would not wish on anybody. I can never imagine that I could have got through, like, to the point that I have. Obviously everything's a process, and I'll continue getting through this for quite a while probably, but I just couldn't have done it. I've lost my train of thought as to what I was saying.
No.
Yeah, but being grateful, yeah.
And so how would you, obviously, because I remember how worried and nervous she was when we was doing the timeline therapy. So for those who aren't sure what timeline therapy allows you to eliminate the root cause. It's not just about having a conscious belief. It's about getting to the unconscious, the root, pulling that weed out and putting in a fresh new seed. So you can start fresh new seed and you can flow with pretty good. So how would you describe that process? I mean, I loved your journey. I think it was bloody amazing.
I think you deserve a little medal, Sam, for actually, to say that you've worked with me and you've got me from one end to the other, and we're not even quite finished yet, are we?
No, we haven't even finished yet.
I'm not even finished. But you've done this for me. You could do this for me. I know that you can help anybody. Like, seriously, I was a nightmare. I was an absolutely wishy-washy, pain in the arse nightmare.
And then how are you
now? I just feel a lot more in control of everything in my day. Like, I'm a lot more, even just being decisive. Because that was, your self-sabotaging specialism, Sam. I was a self-sabotaging nightmare, and that was down to even just, making yourself late for everything, missing things, taking on too much, just being, what's the word? Like assertive, I suppose, onto not taking on too much, and just, being quite happy to put your own stuff, at the place where it should be, and not
Putting things in order, getting things
Putting
organised.
things in order, yeah, like just honestly, just stronger decision making, and
And why do you think
time management is so much better, and just
so?
changed
Why
my
do you
whole life.
think good at decision making is so important?
Because if you're not making no decisions, that is a decision in itself, isn't it? And to not make, I think it's just that commitment of being scared to make a decision, not and essentially you don't make a decision because you're not trusting yourself to make a decision, and I think that was really something that was a massive problem for me. But yeah, like just to commit to what you're actually planning on getting done or whatever. It's the key to life. It's amazing. I've joined the gym. What have I done? I've joined the gym. I've not been in a gym for me and Noah's been going. So Noah's my brand new 11-year-old as of yesterday. So we go to the gym now together. We are gym bods. I can run on a treadmill, not fall off. That is amazing. Honestly, like I've not been in the gym for probably about 9 years. I think Noah was just a little baby when I last went to the gym, and
that's a big win. That is a big win.
Yeah.
So how is this now? What is this going to now allow you to achieve in your business?
In my business, which is brand new, by the way. So yeah, well, I don't know. Think some things don't work out, and some things are, some things are meant to not work out at times, and I think sometimes you have to be decisive enough to accept that and move forward. But yeah, sometimes things don't work out, so you can come to something that's absolutely amazing, which I'm so excited for. So I can't really declare any. I can't declare any massive landslides. I'm in a much better place now than I was when I met you. I've got a plan in my life, and I'm really excited.
So the thing is, what happened with Melissa is that she came to me and she just didn't know whether she was coming or going. She was here, there, and everywhere, and she kind of knew what she wanted, but she couldn't tap into it because of all the stuff that was going on in the mind, all the stuff that was going on inside, and all the stuff that was going on in the outside. So we kind of worked outside in, didn't we? We calmed the outside first to calm the inside, and then released the clutter. So now she's able to attract more of what she wants. So she's able to make more decisions, get organised, and be more focused, which is what it's about.
Yeah.
Now, Melissa haven't finished yet. So next week, what we're going to do is we're going to release more emotions, and we're going to release her money block. So I'm very excited about that. So tell the audience, what would you say to someone who was really struggling to think that they had any chance of having a successful life or business?
I would say that anybody can do anything at any point, but I feel like honestly, like you've really got in my head, Sam. Like everything does start with you. It does, because nothing can start with anywhere else. It starts with you, and if you want to change anything, you actually have to own that shit and make the changes and work on it. Nothing happens overnight, but you have to be committed. And things do go wrong, and things do get hard, and things are scary, and you have to either change or don't change. So, yeah. But yeah, if you want to change, Sam, honestly, Sam's changed me. She can change you. Honestly, if anybody's on the fence of getting in Sam's inbox,
I love you.
Honestly, you've got so much in you, Sam, and you're just amazing. I'm so grateful that I met you.
I know. I love you too. So, Melissa, thank you so much for today. I really appreciate you more than anything in the world. And if you're watching this on a replay, let me know if you're watching on replay, and let me know what your biggest takeaway is. Are you someone that struggles to believe that you can achieve the life that you want? Do you feel like you're constantly to and fro and you don't have the clarity to be able to make the right decisions? Because if you do, comment below and let me know, because on the 19th of October, I'm hosting my Money Mark Challenge, and I'm going to help you understand exactly why you're not able to achieve the goals that you want, simply by removing your money block. So comment money block below. And yeah, thank you, Melissa, for joining me. I love you.
I love you, love. Thank you so much.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.